But daddy is a state of mind, you know what I'm saying? I'm your daddy.
Let's go. Get up on you gonna learn today.
Daddy, chill.
Call me daddy.
Well, hopefully, third time's a charm. Another solo session. Nothing wrong with a little solo sesh. Some people got to do solo sessions, you know? They don't have a partner. If you know what I mean. This is I tried to do this and then it fucked up and then I tried to do it and it fucked up again. So we're back. Third time. Hopefully it works. Hopefully no hiccups, baby. Let's fucking go. First things first. I got to give a shout out right off the bat. Some of you guys don't know this. Maybe you do. But I wouldn't be doing this right now. Doing a podcast, if it wasn't for somebody in the hobby that has sort of given me this like push and guidance and kind of like took me under his wing. Crackpot Breaks, Shane, the fucking Groat, jiggity jig jig, jiggity jig jig, the Groat. Last year, I drove to his house. We did a podcast together. I thought it was a good podcast. It was informative. It was deep. It was detailed. It was all things you want. But after doing that podcast, I had mentioned to him, we were talking. That's sort of how our friendship started. And he's helped me in many ways. You know, things that I can't talk about. Like he just helped me off live, in private, like really sort of giving me the push and things. You know, I would tell him, hey, you know, this podcast is only getting like this many views. And he's like, don't look at the views. Don't worry about the clicks. Don't worry about what people are saying. Like, keep your head down. Like, just put your head down and just keep fucking going. And, you know, after we did that podcast, I told him, I was like, man, I really want to do this. I really want to get into the podcasting realm, and maybe not even just be the podcasting thing, but just this, you know, talking, expressing how I feel at that moment or what I think about a certain topic. And he's really helped me out. So I have to give him a lot of credit for the path that he's sort of like paved for me in doing this. Because not everybody could do it. I don't think I'm the best at it. I don't think I'm good at it. I think I'm growing. I think there's certain things that I could do better. There's certain things I can do more of. There's certain things I can do less of. There are people that have their views. There are people that are going to have their opinions. And they're going to say their things that they want to say. And that's great. You're entitled to your opinion. You're entitled to say whatever the fuck you want. And so am I. That's the fucking beauty of living in this country. That's the beauty of living in the United States. I could say whatever the fuck I want to say, and so can you. If you don't agree with it, fucking say whatever you want about me. But I think that the opinion side thing has gotten way too far in this country. We are way far gone. And I don't know if we can ever get back. I truly believe that. I think the media, Hollywood, institutions, I think their agenda is to divide and conquer. And they're fucking winning. They are winning. And you know how I know? Is because it's so polarizing now. The two sides. And you know what I'm talking about. If one person says something about this guy that may lean left, then this side attacks. And if this side says something about a person that leans right, this side attacks. It's so crazy to me how people, and listen, I've gotten caught up in it. I've said some crazy, wild shit to people that might not have the same views of me as me. But I can still have a conversation with anybody. I don't care if you are if you are in favor of a communist dictator. I can at least still sit down and have a conversation and we can talk about things. But there are some people out there that it doesn't even matter. You come out and you say, I voted for this person, and they immediately want you like eradicated. And when I say that, I'm not saying that like that's true. I got into a little, I said something on Twitter. And listen, man, I love Twitter. You could say whatever the fuck you want on Twitter. You know what? It's bad because, like, you know, midnight, 1 a.m., someone says something or someone posts something, and I'm just like, fire away. Me. And a lot of it's just me trying to have fun and poke fun and say wild shit. But a guy said something back to me on Twitter, and I was like, let me just see this guy's profile. You know, let's see what he is. He had like PhD in the fucking profile. So I click his profile, and in his bio, it says we need to get rid of the MAGA disease and cure the MAGA disease. Whether that's through, and he like listed all these like forms of like how to cure the MAGA disease. And we're getting to the point where we can't even have dialogue between each other. We can't even listen. No matter how far fucking right you are, how far left you are, we all have common ground. We all have common ground. So what's the common denominator? What the common denominator is you have the media interjecting themselves and telling you to hate us and us to hate you. When really, I would say 90% of the country, 90, I would go as that far, 90. I think 10% is bad shit fucking crazy. I don't care where you're at on the fucking political spectrum. I think 10%, maybe a little more, maybe 15. But I think 10 to 15% is a fair assumption, right? You know, people that want to do fucked up shit, people that want to see fucked up shit. But I would say 85 to 90% of us, we just want to live our lives. We want to do what we want to do. We want to say what we want to say. And that's it. Just let us fucking be. But that can't happen. We can't have that. Why can't we have that? Oh, because the fucking media. Because the old ivory tower motherfuckers want to tell us how to live. The athletes and the celebrities and the movie stars and the teachers and the professors and the fucking, the CDC. You can't live like that. What are you talking about? No, you're supposed to hate. Not love thy neighbor? No, hate your neighbor. It's a divide and conquer. Divide and conquer. And I don't think we could ever get back unless we have some crazy reset. Call fucking crazy reset. I just think there's so many people that are too far gone. Way too far gone. 4 years ago, 4 years ago, and I'll say it, listen, I voted for Trump in 2020. Who cares? Who fucking cares? If you're going to judge me, if you're going to fucking tell me that you know everything about me because who I voted for, you're a fucking idiot. If you're going to base your entire judgment and how you're going to treat me and how you view me over who I voted for, not any of my actions, not how I raise my kids, not how I treat my wife, not how I, handle certain situations, not how I grow a fucking business, not how I take care of others, not how I do fundraisers, not how I give back to people, not how I put others before myself, but who I voted for. Oh, you know all the answers because who I voted for. Right. That's where we're at now. That's where we're at. And listen, if I was in a room and I was at a table and it's me and 3 other people, and 2 of those people said, hey, I voted, I support Joe Biden. I voted for Joe Biden. Am I going to give them a little shit? Hell yeah. Because it's fun. Can they give shit back to me? Sure. Why not? But at the end of the day, those guys they don't control or mean shit. They're not the ones controlling the fucking local city council. They're not controlling the local city schools. Those are the people that matter in your direct life. Family, friends, local schools, local city council, local police department, local everything, right? Look what they did to RFK Jr. when he went on Joe Rogan. When he was just like, hey, maybe we should just get some, study these vaccines. They're not even doing studies on the vaccines, right? He was just asking, maybe we should just do some studies. And the whole wave of the fucking, the media outlets just came roaring after him. Just asking questions like, hey, maybe we should look into this. And you can't even ask questions anymore. You can't even question anything almost, really. I questioned the moon landing. 1, I wasn't there. I wasn't alive. Fucking, they don't have the technology to go back. Oh, we destroyed all the technology, so we can't go back. What the fuck does that mean? I'll question that all day. I tell my fucking parents and my grandparents, and they laugh at me because I question that. I go, really? Really? You're telling me that I can't even get a fucking cell service on my phone in my house? 20 minutes from one of the biggest cities in the country? But they were able to fucking move a camera on the moon when the fucking lunar lander left. They were able to fucking tilt that camera up when that fucking lunar lander went up. The fuck out of here. If you believe that shit, oh my God. Listen, man, we may or may have not gone, but you're telling me that they were able to fucking move a camera from here, controlling a camera here? Shut the fuck up. Get out of here. Oh, man. You know, anybody who I'm sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. Anybody who believes the media, if you don't question the media, there's something wrong with you. Okay? Because the media they're about clicks. They want division. They want ratings. They don't want to tell you the truth. They don't want to tell you, they want to tell you all things bad. All things bad. Because it gets ratings. They're also controlled by the military industrial complex and fucking big pharma. So when something comes out on drugs, of course they're going to fucking, Joe Rogan's a conspiracy theorist and he took horse dewormer. What? Ivermectin? The fucking pills that won all the awards that have been subscribed, like billions of pills, billions. I'll tell you straight up, when I got COVID, and I tell everybody this, when I got COVID, I actually took real ivermectin in the fucking tube. In the tube, I took it. You have people that have been using that shit, ranchers and farmers and shit. They've been using that shit for a long time. So it's crazy to me when people are getting so divided and the common denominator is the fucking media. Turn that bitch off. Fuck that news outlet. Turn that bitch off. Do your own research. And I've talked about this before. I hate talking about it all the time because I'm just wasting fucking good time on this shit. But, if you don't think that those media outlets are completely influenced by big pharma and the military and all these other organizations, you're fucking crazy. You are crazy. I have a story about big pharma, by the way. When what was it? Fuck, man. It had to have been 6 years ago now. 5 years ago. I was golfing. This is a crazy story. If one, injuries, two, like for golf. First hole, second shot, I take out my my 4-iron. Okay? I swing, hit it, right? Got it a little fat, but not too fat. I still hit it, decent. Went straight. Okay? That's all that fucking matters. As all my follow through with my hands, I can't really just like, if you're listening to this, say great. If you're watching, I can't really, I even show you. But my follow through, something felt weird. And when I came back down, I opened up the fucking club snapped in my hand, at my fucking hands. It snapped like this, right? And the glove, the fucking shaft cracked when it cracked, and the metal went into my palm, right underneath my middle finger and my palm, sliced my palm open, right? And I was like, what the fuck just happened? I'm freaking out. There's blood everywhere on my pants, my shirt. I'm like freaking out. Get rushed to my car. I'm like covering up. Call my wife. I'm like, what do I do? She's like, how bad is it? I said, I don't know. It won't stop bleeding. She was like, go to the hospital. I'll meet you at the emergency room. So I go to the emergency room. From the time it happened to the time I got seen was 2 hours, right? It did not stop bleeding for 2 hours. It was just bleeding, 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 bleeding. I get into the hospital, or I get into the room, see the doctor. They do x-rays so I don't have any fucking metal fragments, whatever. They sew me up, right? They clean me up. Whatever. Doctor leaves. I'm cool. I'm good. It hurt, but it wasn't pain that I would be, oh my God, I'm in so much pain. It was really like almost like numb. Anyways, nurse comes in and she goes, do you need any pain medication? I said, no, I'm fine. Like I'm good. I'm good. And she's like, are you sure? Because you can take pain medication. And I said, no, I'm fine. I'm good. I don't need pain. I don't need fucking Vicodin. I don't need that shit. So the nurse leaves. A totally different nurse comes in like 5 minutes later. And she's like doing something on the chart. And she goes, oh, I see that you opted out of pain medication. Are you sure about that? Because you just don't know about the lingering pain, and you might need pain medication for this. And this comes with a free refill. I said, no, I don't need pain medication. I'll fucking rub some CBD fucking balm on that shit. I'm good. So long story short, even though it's not really, they were just like pushing that on me. And you wonder why people get so fucking addicted to pills. You wonder why people find themselves popping a Vicodin when they're not even in any pain. Because I've been on that stuff before for other surgeries, tonsils, appendix. And that's how it goes. That's how you get down that fucking rabbit hole where you start taking pills. You know, I found myself one time taking a Vicodin, and I'm like, I'm not even in any pain anymore. What the fuck? It was just like pop it in. And so I'd been through that, and I was like, no, I'm good. So that's the real problem, I think, with the big pharma. And I think, and I'm coming back around with the RFK stuff, right? When doctors and the medical fucking community, we're the medical community. When they came after him, it's like, that's a business. That's where they make their money. Shut the fuck up, Rob. You know, they don't want him talking about that shit. They don't want people actually waking up. They don't want that. They want you quiet. They want you suppressed. And they want you fucking dependent. They want you dependent on them. Once you become independent and independently free, a free thinker, they don't like that. They don't like that. It's too far. Hey. Anyways, fucking get that out of here. I'm tired of talking about that shit. It makes me mad. You know what? Let's do something. You want to talk about something great? How about the most exciting motherfucking baseball player right now?
Pitch down and in, fade throw. There's no chance. Well, 2 steals.
De La Cruz had already looked a couple of times at Brian Anderson, knowing that if he got a jump,
he's going home. The throw. He stole home.
Eli De La Cruz, La Coco. That guy, I've talked about him so many times already. I can't stop. He's batting like 328. He's got 16 stolen bases. He's going to change the fucking game. He already is. Who's fucking tuning in? People are tuning into a Reds Brewers game in the middle of the week at like 1 p.m. A month ago, you would have been like, this is the shitter of the week. Nobody wants to watch that game. Now, dude, everyone wants to watch that. And I'm going to say this. This has, with the stealing bases and Ellie and all these athletes that are coming up now, you are seeing these fucking forms of these athletes. Excuse me. I always burp when I do these. I don't ever fucking burp outside of this podcast. It's like a weird reaction. You are going to start seeing these athletes that are 6'4", 6'5", 6'6", 6'7", tall, lengthy, power, fast, fucking throw a ball across the diamond at 98 miles per hour. Like, I feel like they might put Ellie on the mound. He might fucking shove. You're just going to have these just peep. They're just, what position do you play? No, I'm just an athlete. Yeah. Put me anywhere. Third, shortstop. I'll play first. Put me anywhere. They're just athletes. And that's what Ellie is. And I think a lot of these teams, they're going to start searching for that shit. They're going to start looking for that. Who's the switch hitter who could play shortstop? He can fucking play in the outfield. He could do it all. He can bunt. He can run. He can hit jacks. He's exciting to watch. He's got the flair. He puts people in the stands. These are all things that these teams now are going to start looking for. Because I'll tell you what, I don't know why. I don't know why he's not in the home run derby. That right there, the baseball did that wrong. He should be in the home run derby. I'm sorry, Adley. I love you. You got 11 jacks. Ellie would have been electrifying in that fucking home run derby. Can you imagine Ellie versus Julio in the final? Last year's fucking guy that exploded and this year's guy that exploding. The other thing I want to touch on that, I'm getting scatterbrained here. With the new pickoff rules, we will see, and when I say we will see a player reach 100 stolen bases in a season. It's fucking guaranteed. Acuna's at like 40-something All-Star games in 2 days. Imagine Juan Pierre, Billy Hamilton, Ricky Henderson, Rajah Davis. Imagine if those guys had the same rules. Ricky Henderson would have 150 bags. He'd fucking steal 150 bags. Ellie might be the guy. He's got 16 steals right now. What does he play? Like 3 weeks? That's crazy. I'm excited though. And that changes baseball. Ellie, a type of player like Ellie brings in fans who are like I'll go to a baseball game and get some peanuts and something. They got the little ice cream in a cup or in the ice cream in a hat. Those fans are going to be like, oh, shit. We got some excitement. I want to finish this with some Fanatics talks and different things. I know a lot of people they're wary about Fanatics. Super wary. I mean, they have a right to be, okay? You have a big dick coming into the hobby in Michael Rubin. And guys, he's a fucking big dick. He's a big time. He's big. Huge. He's so huge. The white parties, okay? I wasn't invited to the white party. I think it's going to be good for the hobby. If they do it right, if they bring in the right people, they put put the right people in the right places. Like the Tom Brady do your job type shit, right? You know, we have Fanatics Live coming, which that's this big fucking mystery. And I think I heard something where they have like 12,000 breakers or people on the wait list to sell on the platform. Nobody knows what the percentage is going to be. Nobody knows. Like, it's a big fucking mystery. I think Michael Rubin will bring in, he's going to bring all the celebrity athlete type things, and he's going to encompass that all and intertwine that within the hobby, which is great. It's cool. You know, the Brady signature everyone was talking about, him having fucking chrome autos in Bowman. It's supposed to be Bowman draft. But I'm gonna play both sides of the fence on this one. Hey-o. Hey-o. Daddy's playing both sides. I like it, and I don't like it. I love the fact that Fanatics is like going outside the box and going, hey, let's create a chase, right? Everybody wants a chase. Everybody. Nobody rips crown for those fucking stupid silhouette autos or RPAs. You don't rip fucking crown for that. You rip crown for the kabooms. So if Fanatics can create the chase, fucking great. Bring more value into it. But the problem I have with the other side of it is I fucking pray that those boxes aren't like $1,000 a box, because just because Brady has, you know, less than 100 autos in it. My guess is he's going to have golds, oranges, reds, and then the super. That's my guess. That's how I would do it. So it would be super rare to hit. It's super hard, but that's a chase. That first Brady auto that gets pulled is going to do some fucking numbers, man. So I see the draw and I see the downside. So we'll see how it goes. But I hope they keep continuing to do that. I hope they keep introducing people, bring people in, man. Even like, bring me in. I'm not saying like me, but like people like me. You know, bring in Filth Bomb Mike. That guy fucking knows baseball. That guy knows sports. That guy knows cards. Bring that motherfucker in. Ask him what we could do differently. Ask, you know, they have all the info. They have all the data. Hey, who's breaking Topps Chrome Soccer the most? Who's ordered that product the most? Okay, let's bring that person in. Sit them down. What can we do different? What can we do better? Who's ripping F1 the most? Oh, case breaks on fucking whatnot. Hey, let's bring in case breaks and see what he sees and what the fucking consumer wants, because he's direct and he's getting feedback constantly in the chat of why and what's wrong with the product. Who's breaking Star Wars the most? Oh, Mama Breaks. Okay, let's bring in Mama Breaks, sit her down, and fucking go over everything. How can we make this product better? How can we bring in the people that are not even Star Wars fans? How can we attract that crowd? Bring these people in. And I don't know, maybe they're doing it. Maybe they're already doing it. I hope they're fucking doing it. Bring in the people who are spending $1 million in breaks, personals, cases, whatever. Bring those people in. Hey, man, what do you see? Where are we fucking up? Oh, quality? Oh, okay. All right, let's fucking fine tune, dial that shit in. I think that's the best way to do it. The best way to do it. Even bring in LCSs. Bring Mitch from bullpen in. Like, how the fuck are you not bringing in these big guys if they're not already? I hope they are. These guys have knowledge. Bring in the people that know what the fuck is going on. Lastly, I'm going to say this, guys. All right. And like me or hate me, whatever the fuck you want. I'm very passionate about these things. Extremely passionate. Because I want every motherfucker in this hobby, whether you're a fucking scumbag or you're a good dude, I want the hobby to thrive. I want the younger generation to come in to a fucking fruitful space where everybody can make money, everybody can have fun, everybody can build badass collections and have good cards. Now, I know that comes with, you're not going to please everybody. There's going to be that one guy who's pissed off. There's going to be those people who just can't get on board with certain things. But that's fine. If we can fucking build the space up and give everybody big opportunities to do things and change the hobby and keep it growing and strong, and going to these shows and having the shows where you walk in and hobby's alive. The hobby is alive. That's what gets me fucking going. That's when I get like chills on my arm when I walk into that Dallas card show on a Saturday at fucking 12:30 in the afternoon. And I go, whoa, yes, man. Deals are being made. Everyone's fucking going around. And it's popping. That's what we want to see. That's what gives me the fucking passion. That's what gives me the drive. Like, I want to do more, Go to these shows and fucking give shit away, man. I go to the shows, and I hate talking about this. I hate even saying it, but I go to the shows. I'll go buy blasters and hand them out to kids. We were at a Houston show yesterday. A kid walked up to the booth that I was standing at, and he goes, "Hey, do you have a box for $20?" And the guy who was selling literally looks at the kid and goes, "Nope," and turns around and keeps dealing with this other guy. And I'm like, what a fucking dick, dude. All right. You know what? You have that fucking Prism blaster up there for $32. Why don't you just let the kid fucking, miss out on $12 to make this kid's day? So I go, "Hey, buddy," I said, "grab that blaster." And he goes, "Well, he's only got $20. I said, "I'm fucking paying for it. Give the kid the fucking blaster." So I said, "Here you go, kid. Enjoy." I go over and pay for it. But that's the kind of shit that is going to lift the hobby up. Just the smallest motherfucker. $32 made that kid's day. He's going to run back and tell his dad he got a fucking free blaster. His dad's going to be like, sweet, cool, happy, made the kid's day. That kid's going to want to go back to another show. Done. Fucking done. Win. It's a win for us. It. If you're not following us, if you're not following me on all the fucking platforms, you suck. Download the podcast, like the podcast, rate the podcast, share the fucking podcast. This is a long one for me, almost 40 fucking minutes, boys. Almost 40 minutes. I love you guys. Even you haters. And I know you out. I know who you are. I've seen the DMs. Even the people, some of them support us. It's fucking hilarious. Keep hating. keep fucking hating. It may bug me a little bit. But I'll fucking keep going, boys. Let's go. I love you guys. Follow us on all platforms. I'm out.